Greetings, Zombie Slayers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Heart Attack, Episode 25, Green Thumb. Alright, so picking up where we left off, let's go ahead and loot some of the hearts around that have items still left.
Anyone? Could use some help here, now!
Because we are completely rucked out of our minds with no space for anything else. Despite the fact that Joaquin... Where is he? Oh, Joaquin's like close to home. So that actually is pretty convenient. But the plan today, and maybe I'll update the priority, is obtain 3,500 influence and 8 members to move. That is what we're working towards. And Nitro Leak, thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you. And do I remember the Yoda cam? Well, I did, thanks to a friendly reminder.
I'm like a kid in a candy shop. You know, if we still had candy shops.
Alright, so that one roared. It's a little rude. This warehouse has tons of stuff in it. The thing is, like, I physically... Okay, well, I'm gonna search it, even though there's a plague heart in here, because I think it's gonna have more building materials, given that it is a giant warehouse. Yeah, there it is, building materials. So I'm going to, like, completely encumber myself with gas cans or whatever it was to make room for the materials, I think. Depending on whether or not I can loot and get away. No, you don't. Oh, you know, there really isn't going to be space for any of this. Alright, you know what? I'm going to throw a flare.
That's a lot of stuff.
And then the rucksack of building materials will literally be the last item I'll be able to accommodate, room-wise. And Glitch, thank you for bits. And Nitro Leaks resub. You guys kicked off a little bit of a hype train, didn't you? Thank you, thank you. I like how I threw a flare and none of the zombies care. They're like, cool, but, you know, I can't eat it, so I'm not gonna chase it.
Now that's heavy.
So Opazon is now going to return home absolutely ridiculously over-encumbered, full of stuff. So let's set a course. Luckily, the path home is, like, relatively heart-free because of all the efforts that we've made clearing... Oh, Jesus. Clearing it out up to this point. And Bob, thank you for the resub as well. Was that a bloater? No, okay, good. A car full of bricks. Yeah, oh. Evidence of how encumbered the car is. Exactly. It is indeed a car full of bricks. And we're driving it home for construction projects. Or really, honestly, just to save it up and wait until we move. I don't think there's really much to build at home at all. There might be like a... storage level 3, and I think that's about it, because we got the workshop level 3 last stream. And then the infirmary is already all the way up. The command center is all the way up. Can I upgrade the car for additional trunk space? Yes, eventually. Upgrading the car requires an upgrade kit, which can either be purchased, which is a very rare thing to find on the open market, or crafted. And if you craft it, it has to be crafted at an auto mechanics workshop. And you can only build one of those in a large slot. And our current base doesn't have any large slots. So TLDR, I won't likely be able to upgrade the car until we move. Unless I get very lucky and some sort of rare merchant shows up and goes, hey, you want to buy car kits? And I will absolutely jump at the chance. Cheers. Home sweet Ferrisboro. I drove right past Joaquin. What was his name? I think it was Joaquin. If he's still around, once I dump all this, all these goods off, I'll go and rescue him. Because we are trying to get up to 8 members, and we're at 5 right now.
Here we go. Nothing exciting, but it's useful.
So given all of that, building materials is still under the cap. So yeah, I don't really need to worry about that. Cool. All right, let's go help Joaquin real quick.
All right, hold on.
It was a cry for help. I hope I don't need more than just a crossbow. So he is a member of Deadbusters, and I did notice on the drive over that there's a new enclave called Deadbusters holed up in the bridge fort. So potential new neighbors? And the landmark strategy for spending labor to negate all of the building material upkeep costs are done. And Nitro League, thanks for gifting out a sub and kicking up a hype train all on your own. Is he just like watching me kill these zombies for him? Yeah, okay.
I need some help here! Anyone!
Help's on the way.
Can you open the door for me? Dude. Oh, well, okay, the zombie can.
Ugh, I can smell
Thank
them
you, zombie.
around.
You're apparently more helpful than Wahim. Not Joaquin. Wahim, sorry. Thanks for coming. I never thought I'd be the one needing saving.
What do you say to helping a guy get home?
Alright, I'm gonna offer to help get him home. Nothing like being a good neighbor, right?
Boring.
But while I'm here, I'm gonna loot the place, because apparently he didn't do it. He just locked himself in a building and then screamed for help.
Can't be choosers, I guess.
Also, Opasani, you're finding like pretty awesome stuff, so I'm kind of surprised that you're dissatisfied about finding like an 8-slot backpack and a bottle of whiskey and everything else.
Fantastic.
So he is Wael Wahim, people skills, super skilled, oh my lord. Almost max stealth, almost max close combat, almost max gunslinging, and hasn't specialized his cardio, but my lord, have I... that's the most advanced person I've seen to date that has, you know, been not a community member. A little worried that, you know, he's just gonna, like, rob me or something, but alright, let's try to drive him home. Super skilled, but can't open the door. But however, he is a stealth master, which means he can open locked doors, but chose not to? Yes. Hello, bloater. Oh, I thought the bloater would chase me and blow up. Hey, Vangface, thank you for the resub. 46 months of it, holy moly. Oh! Oh, that doesn't look friendly. Yeah, you're right. It is going to be a real problem. That was a lot of zombies. Come on, just grab the... No, don't grab Wael's door. Grab the trunk.
Get rid of
It does sound like his friends are alive, because I can hear them firing. Oh my god. This car is being dismantled by, like, one feral. Where are you going? Oh... You want to go down by the river? Come on, Feral. Come on. Come on, puppy. Let's go. Let's dance. Grab the bonnet. Grab the trunk. Grab something. Just come on. Stop smashing into my doors. Alright, so there was a bloater in that mix. that I gotta be cautious of. And then, of course, the Juggernaut himself. Oh, you know, I just realized. Satellite broadcast from War Influence. We are, of course, trying to make 3,500 influence, so every little last point of it is... What is going on with these bloaters? They are just not taking the bait. Well, this is all you. You're gonna get pulled out. Alright.
Okay, I'm not exactly in trouble, but if anyone out there wanted to lend a hand, I wouldn't say no.
And I'm not even done escorting YL back to his base, and another survivor's like, help? Yeah, the car is looking a little rough. You're not wrong about that. I'll give it a little repair in a minute. I just, you know, I had the doors carefully removed by a skilled mechanic in order to aerate it to prevent it from filling up with bloater juice. That'd be a really cool mechanic, actually, is if missing doors somehow protected you from bloaters, you know, filling the car with gas. It would give you a slight reason to have ferals rip your doors off. I could dig that. And Trellalero, thank you for the resub as well. I missed that. Alright. I will manage that Juggernaut later. Let's get him in. So oh, they have a zombie on a leash.
Okay,
Got
there
it.
you are.
You guys are freaks.
I appreciate it.
Maybe we can help. Maybe we can find a way to repay the favor.
Group
What do you
has
mean?
developed an aptitude for getting rid of zombies. If you want, we could make this area a lot safer for you.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
If you're good at getting rid of zombies, then why did you need my help in the first place? I am skeptical. So, alright. These are the Dead Busters.
Hey there.
You got something for me?
Sure.
I'm going to buy their play samples because they sell it at an extreme discount. It's one of the advantages of the Dead Buster style enclaves. And then let's go to this survivor activity. Is the bloater still there? No, it popped. Okay. I think that Juggernaut's gonna kind of be in the way. Luckily, highway roads is like the best place to kill a Juggernaut because you can build up speed pretty quick. And then, you know, promptly miss. Hey, ZB, thank you for the resub. A resubbing founding member. You're like one of maybe 2 founders that still stick around. Stream's good, man. So far. I'm monster trucking a Juggernaut. So that's always fun. So just to update you guys, I'm at about 1,000 influence and have 6 members. The 7th and 8th member can come from the 2 current allies that we already have. So it's really just the influence, I would say. I wonder if this lady knows that she's made a lot of bloater friends. Talk to you. I abandoned my old place in the Spiro station in a hurry and left a ceremonial bayonet.
Roger, roger.
Sure, I will help you find it. Because it gives in
Lead the way.
good old influence. The bridge fort does look pretty cool. It's just very
That's the
small.
place.
Yeah. It's very defendable because there's only like 2 points of entry for the zombies. But
Okay, we all know
given
what
its
we're looking
limited
for here.
size, it's only, you know, so useful.
this location set free.
There's only one unsearched container, so I think with my very powerful deduction skills that your bayonet is here. So here it is.
Terrific.
You can have it. I don't want it.
Appreciate it.
And before you leave, how about you sell me your
You've earned a
drugs
reward. Here you go.
and lumber?
It's hard to find people you
Oh,
can trust
and you
these
drop
days,
food. Perfect.
But I trust you.
So I did lose a lot of influence there, but one of the things that I do plan on doing
Now that's
is crafting as much bulk cure as I can and then running out to my allies and selling it. So once... Oh, and Louisa wants to join the community, so I'm going to have you guys vote on that in just a second. So once these survivors stop requesting help constantly, I can poll about, or, you know, make a point in running some trade. So she is a gardener, Maria Luisa Gilliam. Okay, do we recruit her? Now, as a point of reference, previously we did have a base relying on hydroponics instead of farming to produce food. You know, the two methods really boils down to hydroponics or farming. The new base, if and when we do move, has 2 large open slots, which can accommodate potentially 2 large farms. So there will be an opportunity to farm. And it looks like overwhelmingly you guys say yes. So I'm not even going to wait the full timer here. There's not a single person that has said no just yet, so...
Thank you so much.
You
won't regret this, I promise.
hop in the car. She also sounds
Anybody
like
who wants a safe place to live,
kind.
follow me.
She's a trader leader! Oh, yes! So the reason I'm excited about that is, like, long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 polls, you all decided that our leader in a community was going to be a trader. And then I got the trader leader, the only one that we had, dead. Not to say it was on purpose, but yeah, they died. And we've been looking for a trader leader ever since. So, you know, that's a really good development. Because that's, you know, brings us closer to the ultimate goal of having a trade lead. Which is awesome. Alright, I think what I'm going to do with the extra materials is just to upgrade storage, so that I don't have to constantly be pestered by that alert of like, you're out of storage space. Car's loaded up with fuel and repair kits.
I hope you don't totally hate it here.
And Louisa is home. Now, one of the issues that we're going to have is, like, not enough beds. Because we just hit our bed cap. One thing that I could do
Not happening.
is to get rid of one of the outposts that we currently run with and replace it with an outpost that provides bedding. Should I ditch an outpost and add one that provides bedding, or ignore the malice?
Nice job, guys.
Now, if I ignore the malice, there's actually a third option here, which is to break down the hydroponics
That's not gonna happen.
for bedding. Even if we break down the hydroponics, I could break down the hydroponics and replace it with a little garden. So there's another thing that we can do with the hydroponics. Because right now that hydroponics isn't doing anything. I don't think, right? Because we didn't have anyone that knew engineering, right? Or utilities, rather. Beast. Right. Because Beast wasn't... Beast was going to learn munitions, I think. If I recall correctly. Yeah. Beast was going to learn munitions from chemistry. And was waiting. And I don't think I have a chemistry book available. Utilities, hygiene, cooking, gardening. Yeah, I don't have a chemistry book available. Yeah. So if you guys vote for breaking down the hydroponics for bedding, what I'm going to poll is it looks like you guys want me to break down the hydroponics, but I'll have you decide specifically what gets added in its place, whether it's bedding or something else, because it could be something else.
Friends.
But regardless, I am going to switch to Louisa, because so she played sports, is always vigilant, and is a green thumb. So she levels up gardening faster and gets a morale bonus from having a garden. She has she has a potential to reveal more backstory, but she has no free slots, so that's good. So I'm going to take control of her and try to get her at least a citizen to know her hero bonus. Also have her use the ceremonial bayonet. Not that I think it's a particularly good weapon. I don't. I think it's honestly bad, but like, you know, it's her story weapon, so I'll just let her use it. All right. What should replace the hydroponics? Bedding, garden, latrine. I don't have a latrine, right? Yeah, I don't have a latrine. So this here is going to get destroyed. And in here, I can do outdoor beds. So there's a bit of a morale penalty, but at least everyone would have beds. I could build a garden. I could build a latrine. I think those are the ones that are important. Am I able to craft bolts? Yeah, I could craft bolts. I think. We are. Put in more light bolts. So they don't run out while I'm out. The current priority is run trades for influence. And pretty heavily what I'm going to be doing here is like crafting bulk cure to sell, because it's likely the cheapest way to do it. Or the most efficient way to do it, rather. But that does mean that I'm going to need a lot of extra meds in order to be able to afford it.
Okay, this stuff is heavy.
And then I'm just looking for things to bring to neighbors in order to sell. Getting ready for a trade run.
Hey, if you could lend us a hand with something, we really owe you one.
The locals want me to bring ammo to them. And, yeah, I could do that. I mean, I'm about to go on a trade run, so that's kind of perfect. Plus, I have a whole bunch of ammo already in the stock, so it's not like it's going to be missed all that much. So first stop is going to be the Dead Busters, selling what I can, and then I'll get out to the locales. And I'm going to call this poll a little early. Looks like we are going to be gardening. Build a garden. So I'm going to need more building materials because I just used up a whole bunch, making bolts, upgrading the storage, and then building the garden. But that should help with at least the food requirements that we're going to need to meet in order to keep everyone fed, because that was, you know, going to be an issue with 7 members in a small base with, you know, a finite amount of food production. Do upgrades carry over? No. So when you move bases, everything that you invested and built into your base gets essentially refunded. And then all of those materials moved over to the new base. Okay.
Come in, if you'd like.
Oh, wait, oh, you're up? Could you, like... Your base isn't wide enough to accommodate a zombie. You guys are nuts. Hey, Eli, Elizabeth. I'm gonna call you by your old name, Eli. Thank you for the resub.
What's going on?
I've got stuff you'll like.
Bueno.
So they aren't giving me full price for the bulk cure. You know, I'm gonna hold on to this because they're actually not giving me a good price, as we're not friendly yet. And Buck, much love back to you. Cheers. And Felix, wow, a trio. Do you think I'll move to another base? As soon as I can afford it, yes. That is my intention. All right, time to run some ammo out to France. Influence is at
I wonder
800.
what makes plague zombies cluster in these areas.
Oh, it's these guys. The geniuses that think an open-walled barn with a hobo fire lit next to a wooden timber frame is a good idea. Oh my lord. Here you go.
See you soon.
Almost a citizen.
How's it hanging?
Let's trade.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. They still have 400 influence left, so not enough to buy another bulk cure. But our influence went up from 800 to 1500, so that's good.
Okay, this stuff is heavy.
What up?
I've got stuff you'll like.
Yeah, sure.
All right, 200 influence left. So I'll have to remember that because, you know, I don't want to make a trip back here to trade if they are out. I think the right call right now would be to radio for medical supplies. Locate medicine.
Let's see if anyone out there has pointers about where we can pick up supplies.
The only problem is, of course, I'm in like a
Network here.
nasty city right now, and they're probably just going to point out one of the local clinics, which is completely surrounded by plague hearts. Oh, nope, I was wrong. They pointed right back to my home territory, and that's going to be so very easy for me to scavenge. Right on. One of the things I should have considered doing is repairing and refueling that repair van, so that if I do end up getting my car ditched way out in the deep wilderness, I wouldn't need to run a repair kit and fuel out to the van. Maybe next time I'm out near these vehicles. One of the best benefits of having the Mechanics Enclave allied is that they will bring you cars for influence. So if you're ever without a vehicle, you can just radio. Granted, it's like a really crummy car, but crummy car is better than no car by a long margin. Hey, Craig. Thank you for the resub, too. Keep up being awesome. Well, you too, man. I appreciate it. Uh-oh.
I don't think we'll find anything useful here.
You feel like every time you radio for supplies, they're the opposite side of the map for you? Yeah, they usually are for me as well. That's why I was surprised that this was actually convenient. Because it's pretty unusual that I don't have to run somewhere ridiculous for it.
Looks like a Z-free zone.
And not only that, but it generated it, because this was a fully searched building, so the act of calling in for radio essentially spawned in meds for me, adjacent to home. Doesn't get better than that. So I'm going to run these meds back, make another batch of bulk cure, and then run the bulk cure out to the community of survivors, I think they're called. Whatever the other enclave is, up a little bit further to the north. Trying to make as much influence as I can, because we're so close to the requirements to move.
It's a tough job, but someone around here should lead us.
I will soon. Oh, the other thing I need to do is to melt down some weapons for parts in case I need to activate landmines or something in a pinch. It's always good to have enough parts at home to make repair kits, landmines, etc. That should be good.
Yo, anyone wants to trade? We got the goods.
A fuel merchant. Oh! Fuel merchants sometimes have refilling stations, and that would be amazing to own. Because it would allow me to make Molotovs and fuel bombs at greatly reduced cost. Which, paired with,
Score more meds.
uh-oh, down to one med. Paired with, what's it called? Pharmacology, or other chemists, munitions, gives quite a lot of bang for your buck. I'm just looking for other things that I can sell to them. I guess I could sell backpacks.
Okay.
Because we don't need
Heavy.
so many backpacks. But I don't want to sell the weapons. I could sell one of the advanced suppressors, because well, you know, I might have a main and sidearm that both want to be suppressed, so I'll hold on to that for now. This game has so much wasted potential. Wow. I think it's, yeah, I'm with Miggle Moose. Not to pile on, but I think it's pretty good on its own. I mean, would it benefit from more content? Sure, but like, I can't think of a game that wouldn't. Hey, T-Man, how's it going, dude? 35, I think you meant months, but I'll take it for years. I'll see you back here in, let me do the math, 35 years from now? Resubbing for the 35 times 12th month in a row? You're on. Nah, you meant years? Alright, well. Maybe you're in some freakish dog year territory. Oh, I knocked the feral off. Tee-hee, got you at the door.
If anyone's listening, maybe you could give me a hand?
Alright. This is the fuel trader, and I'm hoping they have a filling station. We'll see.
Hey there.
Astra. They do! Filling machine! Do. This is my dance. She also has like C4 charges. I'm not gonna buy them because they're stupid expensive, but like, if you wanted to blow up a heart. Oh, and a chemistry textbook. Man, okay, well, we're doing that. So filling machine,
This might be
chem
too
textbook.
much to carry.
Consider it done. We're up to 2K influence. So the chem textbook will allow Beast to learn chemistry, which will eventually allow him to learn munitions, allowing me to craft my own C4, provided I get more circuitry. Circuitry is one of those things that I really don't have a lot of, so I'm going to need to farm circuitry. Well, search or scavenge for circuitry. What is the influence target? 3,500. Run trades for 3,500 influence. So the target's 3,500 because it's just the requirement to move to the container fort. You can see the requirements on the left there. 3,500 influence and 8 people. The people I don't really need to meet because I can recruit from the enclaves out here. But the The 3500 influence is now the really only barrier.
No more Zeds? Yay. Yay, I guess.
Oh. Okay. This is a very well stocked. Well, this was someone's like doomsday
this will be
shed.
useful.
Oh, a handgun press ammo.
So that was a big loud fail.
Oh my god! What is going on in this shed? I will take it and celebrate. Don't touch me. No, excuse me, you have to move slower to accommodate my terrible potato aim. Streamer luck? Yeah, it was a streamer luck. I mean, I came out here, got the filling machine, and then promptly got the handgun press, which is exactly the other attachment I really wanted.
It's really starting to come together.
Yeah, no complaints. No complaints at all. Hunter sheds are often gold mines. True. Sometimes even gold, if you find it buried under the floorboards. I will sell the pipe bombs and then grab the weapon remains and leave the like 9mm. I don't really care about a few 9mm rounds, especially now that I have a handgun ammo press.
Let me see what
You
got.
Sure.
take the pipe bomb.
This is a lot of stuff to carry.
And let's get this stuff home. I hate when they climb onto the hood right when you start the car, because they do so much damage before you're able to shake them off. Yeah. Wow, that was a lucky break. I hope I don't have to pay for it and bad luck coming up. So her hero bonus is not great. It's rooftop recon, which is pretty tame, especially when you have upgraded command center with UAV access. Having a dude go on a roof going, "I spotted one," is nowhere near as useful as a UAV lighting up the whole neighborhood. But okay. At least I know what her bonus is. So the chem textbook I want to use immediately, and the filling machine is going to be really awesome.
I've seen entire towns taken over by hordes and infestations. Once it gets that bad, there's not much you can do to fix it.
So I do plan on going out to the survivor that needed help, but I want to teach Beast immediately. So let's get the filling machine installed in the workshop, and then
I hope these are useful.
I'll quickly swap to Beast, give him some learning if he's literate. Yep.
I guess book learning can be useful after all.
And then every time I make things that require chemistry, like, well, here you can see knowledge of chemistry. So it would be like Molotovs, fuel bombs, that kind of stuff. He'll become better and better over time. Producing ammo. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Okay, switching back.
Oh, look. I found it.
And
Fantastic.
help the survivor. My driving is a little erratic. I will admit to that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, yeah, compost bin in the garden. And if I had more building materials, I could upgrade it to a garden level 2. But the compost bin, once that's installed, will help to even out some of our food. Because right now we're -5 a day, which is a little rough. I got a new utilities person? I did not. Actually, I got a gardening person. They came with gardening. The one I'm currently controlling.
Hey, over here.
Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Heart Attack, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 20th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule, countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to Twitch. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch a next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.